Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy to have you back today for another reading. I hope that all of you are doing great today, and I'm super excited for today's reading because I suddenly got this urge today, or this idea to do a reading about a message that has been looking for you. Okay, maybe there is, if you're coming across this video by some kind of random chance, maybe it's showing up on your feed, or if you're subscribed to my channel, then there might be a message that has been trying to reach you, and I wanted to do that today through this reading. So I'm super excited to see what kind of messages we can get today for you guys. And we have 3 piles to choose from. As always, we have pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. Please feel free to choose any pile that you feel most drawn to, and then you can skip to the timestamps, which are in the description, and I will see you guys at your reading. Hello, my beautiful pile number 1. If you guys chose this pile, then this is going to be a reading today about the message that has been looking for you, or the message that has been wanting to reach you. So pile number 1, welcome to your reading. As your card, you guys chose the Cosmic Child here, as well as this beautiful black crystal here. And right away with you, I'm getting the word depth. Okay, so I'm hearing in depth. I also heard for you guys, before I started recording your reading, I'm hearing open your heart to your potential. That's what I heard. So I'm getting very fast messages with you right away, so it's really easy to pick up your energy, pile number 1. But I'm hearing for you that something inside you, a potential inside you, or there has been something inside you that has been wanting your attention, has been wanting to reach you. So I feel that some of you might have been feeling called, like your body has been wanting you to maybe even spend your time by yourself, or spend more time discovering yourself. Okay, that can be a message for some of you, but I'm hearing that there is a potential that you guys are awakening up to, or there's a potential that your body is wanting you to wake up to, is what I'm hearing. So there is something inside you, pile number 1. That's what I'm picking up for you. There is something inside you, something very in depth that you might start discovering very soon, or you might want to look into, is what I'm hearing. Okay, let's get your tarot cards because it's very interesting from the beginning. But let's see, what is the message that has been wanting to reach you, pile number 1? What is the message for pile number 1 that has been wanting to reach them for a while now? What do they need to know? What message has been trying to reach pile number 1? Okay, let's see your tarot cards, pile 1. Your first card is the King of Cups. Yes, speaking of the heart, and you get the King of Cups. So this is definitely indicating something that you will be very strongly emotionally connected to, something that you're very passionate about. 9 of Cups, which is the wish fulfillment card. Okay, you also have the 7 of Wands. Okay, I'm seeing this, yeah. And the Sun card. Very beautiful, okay. And your last card is the 4 of Cups. Okay, I'm getting, for some of you here, you might resonate with this, but for some of you, you might have been feeling a little bit dissatisfied with some things in your life, is what I'm hearing for some of you. Because you have the 4 of Cups and then the 9 of Cups, which is, the 4 of Cups is like, we have things, but it's not the number 1 thing that we want. But then you have the 9 of Cups, which is like your wish is becoming true, right? So for some of you, you might have been feeling a bit dissatisfied with your life. Like there has been an obstacle between you and your desire, the thing that you guys truly desire. Okay, so some of you might have been feeling like there is this blockage between you and your wish, between you and it almost feels like some of you might be a bit emotionally disconnected to what you're trying to manifest. That's kind of what I'm feeling. It's very interesting energy that I'm picking up. Some of you I'm hearing might be a bit too even practical, or you're being a bit too logical, and maybe that's why you're not able to manifest what is your biggest wish, pile number one. Because if we tend to get too logical, then that's when the thoughts of, well, I need to be realistic, they start to show up. So maybe some of you have been a bit too realistic to what you have been trying to manifest. This is a very interesting message that I'm picking up here for some of you. So I feel this is very specific, so it might just resonate with a few of you, but I feel that some of you need to hear this, okay? With the Sun card and then the King of Cups, what you need to hear right now, pile number one, is that you need to emotionally connect yourself with yourself. Because some of you might have been disconnected with your body, and it almost feels like you're wanting to manifest something in your life. There's something that you desire in your life, but it feels like you are disconnected from it. And maybe that's why it's not happening, okay? I feel that there is the need for you to connect with yourself, emotionally connect with the things that you desire, and connect with your potential. Maybe the reason why this hasn't manifested for some of you yet is because you haven't unlocked your potential yet. And in order for something to manifest in your life and to happen in your life, you need to unlock a source of potential. Because I do see that there might be like an obstacle right now in your life, and some of you are trying to protect yourself from it. You're trying to maybe protect yourself from getting hurt, from failing, or whatever it is in your life that you're trying to protect yourself from. And sometimes this thing that we are trying to protect ourselves from, we're actually protecting ourselves from blessings, from happiness. I'm hearing for some of you, it's not as like hard as you might think it is, or as might as you make it up in your head. Okay, I feel some of you might need to hear that as well. But I feel that in order for you guys to be satisfied with your life and with the things that you want to achieve in your life, you need to practice your, how do I see it? It's like your emotional connection to yourself. It is very difficult for me to describe this because I feel that you only can experience it, and to describe it is very difficult. But it's just the feeling of being by yourself and really not feeling bothered about anything else. Not seeking other people's opinions, not needing other people's opinions. When you start to feel like you don't, some people, they feel so self-conscious about themselves, and they always ask for other people's opinions. And where I do think that those opinions might be valuable and they should be just considered, they shouldn't be your decision-making point. Because at the end of the day, you're the only person in your life that can see your situation the way that it is. No matter how much you explain it to other people, it's really hard for other people to fully put themselves in your shoes and to see your situation the way it is. And there's so many details in our life that sometimes we even fail to tell those details, but they might be very important, right? So keep this in mind when you're asking other people for opinions, because although it can be helpful, because sometimes like hearing the perspective of somebody who doesn't care that much about a situation can be actually quite refreshing, because sometimes we can get too stuck in our head and we think about things way too much, right? But I feel that you need to emotionally connect with yourself, because there is a potential that you guys need to awaken yourself to. And the only way that you're going to discover this is by communicating with yourself. And what do I mean by this? Ask yourself, would this make me happy? If I do this, would this make me happy? Yes or no? It's very simple. And if it's even a bit of slightest no or a maybe, it's a no, right? should I do this or should I do that, you know? And you need to start practicing these kinds of conversations with yourself, and because this is a skill that you can develop, and this is the way that you can also start to practice your intuition, communicating with yourself. Okay, so I feel some of you need to hear that message. Let's take a look at your oracle cards, pile number 1. Let's take a look at the message that has been trying to reach you, pile number 1. What is the message that has been trying to reach you? Freedom. Okay. I feel a lot of you are going to be liberated. Again, with freedom, I'm hearing unleash. So something needs to be unleashed when it comes to you. There's something inside you, pile number 1. There's a potential inside of you that you need to connect to. Because this is the way that you're going to liberate yourself. This is the way that you're going to be able to get rid of all of these obstacles that you might feel like are in your life, or some sort of dissatisfaction that is in your life. The reason that you might be dissatisfied with your life, it might be because you're lacking freedom. And sometimes just starting to make our own decisions and acting upon our choices is the way for us to feel that we have control and freedom in our life. So I feel there is a need for you to start practicing listening to yourself and listening to your mind, listening to your thoughts, really connecting with yourself here, okay? Let's see what else, pile number 1. What is the message that it has been wanting to reach you? You have opened your heart. Again, I mentioned this, I feel, in the beginning, that you need to, I think I said the exact same thing, that you need to open your heart up to your potential. And ideal course of action. Again, something about ideal course of action. This is speaking about you taking the right kind of action to get somewhere. And I feel that your spirit guides, they want to guide you. They want to make your way easier by showing you that you actually know the way to something. And this is, it really kind of is like a mind game, because oftentimes we as humans, we know the way to something. But when it starts to get a bit contradicting is when other people get mixed up in our business. And there are so many opinions and so many sides and so many people advising us how to do things. And, you know, of course, we also look at other people's examples and other people's lives of how they got somewhere. And it can be quite confusing, right? Which way do I go? But you have to understand that your life is never going to be the same as somebody else's. And even if you take the same steps as somebody else, they might not lead you to the exact same place that person got, you know? Because all of us are very specific and all of us have a very distinctive story to ourselves. And the only way to get to what you actually want and to get to a life that is going to satisfy you and fulfill you, pile number 1, I feel, is to listen to yourself and to your own guidance. And of course, you can take inspiration from other people and other people's stories. That's why they exist and that's why they are out there in the open. But don't ever stick to just, this is how this person did it, this is how I'm gonna do it as well. Of course, again, take inspiration from it, but you also have to come in and step in when you also need to make decisions for yourself. But I'm also hearing, again, the very strong message that you need to open your heart up to your potential, because I do feel that you might be also restricting yourself from something in your life because you have freedom. And if you just don't restrict yourself, if you just let yourself do something, is what I'm hearing, magic is going to happen. Like, that's kind of what I'm picking up here with you. Let's get your final card to in your reading, pile number 1. What is the message that has been trying to reach you? You have the Fox. Shadow work. Exactly. There are no shadows without light. This is what I've been saying the entire reading. A part of shadow work is listening to your own guidance, listening to yourself, spending time with yourself, connecting with yourself. Some of you there might be some shadow work that you might need to do in order to be able to free yourself. Because there is this restriction that I'm picking up in your energy. And again, the only way that you're going to get to this liberation, to this life, to living a life of passion and living a life of fulfillment and living a life where your heart is happy and you have all of your wishes fulfilled is to let yourself do it. What is the action that you might be restricting yourself from taking that's going to get you there? And I feel that a lot of you know what this ideal course of action is. You know, oftentimes we tell ourselves, oh, only if I had this, I would be able to do this. And if I had this, I would be able to do this. Start thinking, how can you get this thing that's going to be able to help you to get this other thing, right? It's not about having the final goal, but, you know, if there's something that's going to help you along the way, first ask yourself, how can I get this thing first? And after I get this thing, how can I get this next thing that's going to help me? And the next thing. And that's the way that you progress and you get to the fulfillment part, I feel, pile number 1. But that's the message that I have here for you today. I hope that this resonated with you. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys again. Bye-bye. Hello, my beautiful pile number 2. If you guys chose this pile, then this is going to be your reading today about the message that has been trying to reach you. So as your card pile number 2, you chose the Glimpse card here. Very beautiful. As well as this clear quartz crystal. And this crystal is very known for clarity. So there might be some answers that are trying to reach you through this reading today. As well, here we have the fallen star. So maybe you have wished for something. This can indicate that a wish might be coming true for you as well, which is very beautiful. And I can't help but feel like this soulmate energy from this card for some reason. Like I am getting a bit of like love energy from this card, like a very sweet, loving energy. I don't know why. But let's get your tarot card so that we can confirm what is the message for you, pile number 2, that has been looking for you, that has been trying to reach you. What is the message that has been trying to reach pile number 2? Let's see. What message has been looking for pile number 2? What message has been trying to reach pile 2? All right, pile 2. Let's see. Right away, we have the star card here, which is very fitting with your card because you do have the fallen star, and then you have the star card as well. So you might resonate with the star card, is what I'm picking up. Let's see what else. You have the King of Cups. Okay, very beautiful. The 5 of Swords. Okay. Oh, you also have the Hangman. And your last card is the 10 of Wands. Wow. Wow. Okay, I'm seeing major change for you guys. Wow. Okay, this is going to be very powerful, I feel, pile number 1. Pile number 2, I'm so sorry. Maybe you also felt drawn to pile number 1, but it doesn't have to be. Pile number 2. I feel that the message that needs to reach you right now is to let you know that you guys are at a major point in your life right now where this hard period is over, is what I'm hearing, okay? I feel it's coming to an end for a lot of you. Maybe a period of betrayal, a period of being hurt by people, a period of being tested, a period of stagnation, a period of lessons, a period of learning. Maybe you have experienced all of it, right? But I do feel that a lot of you have been carrying a very tough load on your back, and it has been a lot, like, to go through. But I also feel that you guys are very powerful people and that you are able to handle it. Okay, you have been able to fight through all of these things and live through all of these things, and at the end of the day, now you have to accept also the fact that the reason why you are so strong today and why maybe some things that are really hard for other people to go through are very easy for you is because you have been through worse. So you have to, in a way, at least be grateful for all of these things that have happened to you in the past and the things that you have been going through. And I feel that you know, this, if you're currently going through this, it might be very difficult to accept this and see these situations in this kind of way. But I feel that once your lessons are complete and this cycle of your life is over, once you're actually able to see that all of these things have happened for your own good. And if you're finally coming to the realizations that everything that you have been through has made you a strong person, that means that you are actually at the end of this period of your life, because you've learned what you needed to learn, is what I'm hearing for you, pile number 2. So a very big message of the tough part is over. We are clearly seeing this with the 10 of Wands at the end of the reading. It's a closing of a chapter in your life. And I feel now what's happening for you, I feel that your transformation part is over. It's never going to be over. We're always going to learn about ourselves and transform throughout our life. But I would say that it's very beneficial for you as a person to have this period of few years in your life. And I feel that we all go through these few years in our lives where we change so much, and a lot of things change in our life because we are going through this transformation period. So I do feel that this part is coming to an end for a lot of you, and this tough part of your life is almost over, is what I want to say. Now you have the Star card and the King of Cups. These are not divine counterparts, but I do feel that some of you might be waiting on a soulmate. Okay, maybe you have been betrayed by somebody in the past, or you maybe don't have the best experiences when it comes with people and friends and love. And I do feel that there is somebody out there for you, is what I'm hearing, pile number 2. You might have not met them yet. Of course, if you have a partner that you're happy with, then this message might not be for you. But I feel that for those of you who are still single and you feel like there's this person out there for you, I do feel that this is just a confirmation from your spirit guides that there is somebody that you're going to meet in these next couple of years that are going to be your soulmate, and they're going to offer you great love. Okay, I'm hearing that specifically for some of you. But I feel that you're stepping in a period of your life, pile number 2, where you're ready to shine. You're ready for the world to start seeing you as the person who you've always been. I feel that you're going to be able to present yourself to the world in the way that you've always wanted to, and you're going to be able to have the respect from people, people respecting you for who you actually are, because there's always this awkward stage when we're trying to be ourselves, but if we're two different, people see us as weird. But then if that becomes popular, then we start to become trendy, right? Something that has been weird before, we see it now as trendy just because a lot of people are starting to do it. So I feel that you're sort of starting to not be the weird one anymore, which you might have been in your past or your childhood. And I feel that you're starting to become like the thing that you were maybe bullied for or mistreated for is actually going to become your biggest blessing, is what I'm hearing for you, pile number 2. So something that maybe in the past was like, I don't know, maybe the texture of your hair, maybe your something like a feature on your face that you have, or something like your style, whatever it is. Some of you might have been made fun of because of this in the past, but it feels like almost this is becoming your trademark. This is very interesting. So I feel that you're gaining a lot of respect from people though. Let's get some more oracles to further clarify for you, pile number 2. What is the message that has been trying to reach you lately? What do you need to know? Wow, look at this. You have beauty. And I was just saying, there's like something about your appearance that you might have been made fun of before, or just in general, something about your appearance is becoming like your trademark, is becoming like, oh, this is what you're known for. So I feel that you guys are very beautiful people here. Maybe you're meant to be on the screen, you're meant to be seen, you're meant to be famous as well with the Star card. And you also have forgiveness. Okay, with the forgiveness and 5 of Swords, I feel that a lot of you are going to stop like holding grudges towards the things that you have been through. And again, I mentioned this, like, you will know that this part of your life is over once you're able to make come across the conscious thought of, this happened for me, and now I can see as to why these things happen, and they have only made me a strong person. And I'm actually happy that I went through all of these things. And I feel maybe before you were in the energy of like, why are these things happening for me? And I see other people are happy, I see other people are not struggling, everybody is like living so happily, but I have all of these problems that I need to go through. Maybe you were in that energy before, but I feel that now, there was this change of perspective. Maybe that's why you were stuck, because you were not seeing these things as the way that you should have been seeing them. And because you have the Hangman, I see that your perspective has now changed, and that's the reason why these lessons are ending in your life, because you're finally able to see them as to what they were brought for in your life. You're not seeing them as almost inconveniences anymore, but you're seeing them as a part of life. You're seeing them as a part of the person that they have made you today. And I know that these are not like, we've all been through things like this in our life, and we all know that they're not pleasant to go through, right? We who wants to suffer, and who wants to be sad and cry and question life, right? Nobody is happy when these things are actively happening. But once you come out of them, like, I feel that if you have the right perspective, and you will be able to see these things as, this has made me stronger. This has given me insight on life. This has given me guidance on life. It has given me the answers that I might need in life, right? And you're starting to see them as, you're almost starting to forgive the universe for putting you through these situations. Or you might be forgiving like God, or whoever you believe in, that for putting you through all of these lessons, because you're able to see, okay, now I'm like, the things that used to be hard, they're not hard anymore, because I've been through harder things. And this is the way that life becomes easier to live. Is you go through hard situations and life becomes so much easier to live. Whereas maybe some people who haven't been through a lot, some things that just seem like very basic to you, they might be very difficult for them. And life is going to be much harder for those kind of people who don't go through these kinds of things in life than for the people who go through things and they experience hardships. Life becomes so much easier for them because they know how to deal with things. They've learned from life. So don't run away from learning from life. You're here on earth to experience life. And if we all just live this extremely happy and pleasant life, of course it's nice, but I feel that would become kind of boring then, right? It will become just very mundane, and happiness would become a daily thing, and we wouldn't appreciate it because we don't know anything else. And I feel that in order to appreciate good things, you need to also experience bad things, because it's the only way that you're going to learn what's good and what's bad, and you're going to be able to experience happiness. Because if you don't experience sadness, you're not going to know what happiness is, right? Okay, let's get what else. Let's see what else, Paul number 2. What is the message? Sorry, that has been trying to reach you. Culmination of vision. Exactly, you're finally realizing, and this is why this part of your life is ending. The tough part. This is why it's ending. This is why it's coming to an end, because you guys are accepting that these things that you went through, it's not because the universe wants you to suffer, and it's not because God wants you to see you sad, and it's not because the universe hates you and it's trying to go against you. And the universe is never gonna go against you. It's just trying to help you. And I feel that you're becoming the bigger person, and you're realizing why these things happened to you and why you went through these things, because you need to gain some sort of perspective. So you're finally able to realize it, and this is why this part of your life is ending, pile number 2. Okay, let's get your last message. Maybe we can see what is coming in for you next in your life. If the universe would like to give us an insight on something. Leaf clutter and army of life. Ask for help, seek support. You are not alone. Yeah, this is what I was saying. You guys are not alone. And I feel like you're starting to realize this, that the universe has been actually working with you this whole time. And I feel the universe wants to let you know that you were never alone. Even when you went through all these situations, if you realize you were always helped at the end of the day. Once you learned your lesson, you were always helped. And I really do feel that we go through hardships in our life because we do need to learn lessons. And the faster you learn the lesson, the faster the situation goes away. It does feel like that. It feels almost like you're put in a situation, and once you realize what the universe has been trying to teach you through these lessons, they right away send the help to get you out of that situation. So don't see hardships as the universe trying to go against you. Rather, maybe try to see it as a lesson that the universe is trying to teach you. A lesson for your own good. And once you're able to learn it, it's going to go away as fast as you realize it. That's kind of what I'm feeling here. Kind of want to get one more message for you though. You have Dolphin with Atlantis. Healing wisdom is surfacing. Stop and listen. You see, healing wisdom is surfacing. Stop and listen. I feel that your wisdom is trying to communicate to you, pile number 2, at this time of your life, and listen to it. If you're currently feeling like this, if you're starting to feel and realize the situation as to why they happened the way they happened, I feel that you're on the right track to actually end this part of your life. So listen to the wisdom that's trying to surface out of you. Listen to it, okay? It's going to be very important for you. But that's what I have for you, pile number 2. I hope that this resonated with you. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys again. Bye-bye. Hello, my beautiful pile number 3. If you guys chose this pile, then this is going to be your reading today about the message that has been trying to reach you. So pile number 3, as your card, you guys chose the beautiful Echo card, as well as this green aventurine crystal. Very beautiful. And right away I'm hearing with this echo, it almost feels like the universe wants to be like heard loud and clear in your reading today. This card is kind of reminding me of like the moon card in the tarot, and as well we see a lot of butterflies here, so that those might be a sign for you. Maybe rabbits are a sign for you, but the butterflies do indicate change. And it's interesting, you have the rabbit. I'm hearing rapid change, but let's get some tarot cards for you so that we can see what is the message that has been trying to reach you. What is the message that has been looking for pile number 3? If we can please kindly know. Let's see. Wow. Really good cards here. So you have the Ace of Wands. Very beautiful. And you also have the Nine of Pentacles. I feel that you're gaining financial wealth here. Wow, okay, that's really good. Let's see what else. Financial freedom as well, Nine of Pentacles. Okay. Queen of Swords. You have the Two of Wands. And you also have the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, so definitely financial wealth. Here's what I'm seeing for you, pile number 3. I wouldn't be surprised if you're soon going to start to see change when it comes to your finances. Maybe rapid change, rapid growth when it comes to your finances. Okay, something that you have been like, or sort of like raising or babying might start to actually finally grow with the Seven of Pentacles. I feel that a seed that you guys have planted a while ago, it's going to start growing here. That's what I'm getting from your pile. I feel that your discipline and dedication to something is going to start showing the results, because it feels like you guys planted a seed maybe, and it has been, you have been nurturing it, watering it, and it's finally starting to grow. The results of your discipline, of your daily effort into something, of your faith in something, they're starting to show up, is what I feel. Your plan is working. Okay, so I see progression when it comes to your plan. If you made like a life plan of like, I don't know, what you're gonna do in the next 2 years and how you're gonna do things, and maybe you want to start your own business and this is how you're gonna start it, this is how it's gonna go, I feel that things are gonna go according to plan, or to the plan that you guys have made. So I do feel that there's results of your efforts. Especially, I feel your discipline is being very talked about in your reading today, in your spread. I feel that the universe wants to like applaud you for your discipline and for your dedication. I feel that a lot of you have developed very healthy habits when it comes to your life, habits that help you improve daily. Maybe some of you have been focusing on a routine, sticking to a routine, working at a certain time, and this has been helping you to keep yourself accountable as well, as what I'm hearing. But I feel that you guys made a plan, started your plan, and now you're going to see the results of your plan. So you're going to see the harvest of what you have been working for, or the harvest on a seed that you guys have planted. Very beautiful and very clear message for you, pawn number 3. Okay, I love this. Let's get some oracle cards for you to further clarify and confirm your message. What is the message that's meant to reach and that wants to reach pawn number 3 right now? Look at these blessings. There's blessings coming in your life, especially financial blessings. Very beautiful. You know, now it's about you guys just opening your hands and receiving your harvest, letting the universe do its part, because I feel that you guys did your part of what you needed to do in order to get things going. And if you're a very hardworking, dedicated, diligent, disciplined person, the universe is always going to reward you. No matter if, because you don't need to be the best at something to make it in something. You don't necessarily need to be the most talented at something to be number 1 at something. There's so many successful people out there, and I would say for sure that for each number 1 person in something, there could be found another person who is definitely maybe more naturally talented at that thing. But at the end of the day, the universe doesn't reward talented people who don't use their talent. The universe is not going to reward somebody just because they're talented and they don't work on that talent. They don't work on developing that skill. They don't show the universe how dedicated they are to something and how hardworking they are for something. And I feel that you guys have proven to the universe your part that, I don't know, even if the odds were against you, even if you weren't the most naturally talented at something, you can always develop a skill and you can always find a way to make it your thing. Because you don't need to be the most talented at something to be the most successful at something. Like, in fact, I feel most people who are successful, they might not be the most talented at what they're doing. Because this shows you that it's not about talent, but it's about hard work. Because even if you have the talent and you don't work hard, you cannot become successful at it. But if you don't have the talent and you work hard, you can be successful at it, you know? It's the saying, like, the hard work always beats talent if talent sleeps, right? Or it was something like that, okay? I feel you need to hear that, okay? Let's see what else. You also have a home. I feel there's more stability coming in your life for sure, or blessings when it comes to your home. Maybe some of you want to own a home, you want to purchase a home. But again, the home represents stability to me. So I feel when it comes to your home life, when it comes to your financial situation, overall family life, home life, stability, it's becoming very stable. It's becoming very good. You will feel very blessed in this area of your life, in the area of your house, in the area of your family, in the area of your financial stability. You will feel very blessed in this area of your life. Let's see what else. I feel this card. You have culmination of vision. Exactly, this is what I was saying. The plan that you guys set for yourself, it's going to work. So something that you guys have planned for yourself, something that you guys, maybe there is a vision, maybe you've always visualized yourself living in a specific kind of house, having a specific kind of interior or specific kind of like surroundings around you. And I feel that your vision is coming to life. You're manifesting something in your life here. I feel that the universe wants to let you know, good job, you did your part, and now we're here to bless you, to give you what you have been working for, what you have been aiming for. Okay, beautiful energy. And your message is very, it's interesting. I said this, that it almost feels like the universe wants to be heard loud and clear in your reading today. And your message is coming off very quick. Okay, I'm noticing that your reading is much shorter than the other piles, and that's, I feel, because your message is just very straightforward, and the universe is just being like, this is what you need to know. You did your part, and now we're here to bless you. Okay, let's get your last card, pile number 3, to end your reading. Let's see, what is the message that has been trying to reach you? Okay, you have the butterfly on the bottom of the deck, which I feel it's important for you here with embracing, take the leap of faith. Okay, and you also have the starfish with intuition, listen to your soul's truth, think less, feel more. Wow, I feel this really resonates, especially with the butterfly card, so I'm going to take that one as well, because here it says take a leap of faith, and then here you have listen to your soul's truth, think less, feel more. So I feel that maybe a risk that you guys took is paying off. For some of you, you might be about to take a risk. You might be about to start something new. You might be about to start this plan that you guys have envisioned for yourself and created for yourself. And I feel that this is the universe sort of giving you the green light to go ahead with something. But I almost feel that for most of you, you are at the point where a vision is going to be coming true for a lot of you. And this is a result of you following your instinct and following your own guidance, listening to yourself, and finally giving yourself the opportunity that you've always wanted for yourself, I feel. So the universe is going to reward you, pile number 3, and I feel that's what you need to know. Very clear message for you, just that the things that you have been working for and the things that you have been doing every single day are going to show results, and they're going to be very big, and those are not going to be results that you're going to be able to hide, because they're going to start to physically show on you. You're physically going to start looking more wealthy, your way of dressing might start to change, your lifestyle might start to change. So it's going to be something that, like, even if you don't tell people, it's going to start to physically show on you that your financial situation is improving, and that the level of success in your life is increasing as well. It's going to start showing on you and your lifestyle, and the people around you are going to be able to tell. Very beautiful reading, pile number 3. So I hope that this message resonated with you. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys again. Bye bye.